And welcome back to episode 265 of the Hit the Showers podcast, presented to you by the Foolproof Entertainment Network. As always, I'm your host, Clifford Jordan Jennings. Here with my point man and co-host this episode, C. T-Ski. What's happening?
Was good,
Nah, shit, old bullshit ass week of sports.
man.
I ain't gonna say bullshit. I know it's a lot of people that probably found it entertaining, but I feel like it was a lot of fuckery going
Felt like
on
there was
this
a lot
week.
of good games this week, especially the first
It
half. A
was a
lot
lot
of
of close games for sure.
close ones for sure. Good week for sure.
Did you watch the Bills game?
I watched the Bills game. Wow, what a game!
I
Stats,
seen I seen
stats,
the
a lot of.
beginning of it. I ain't see the end. They said that some refs got suspended over a missed false start call.
I didn't see the missed false start call.
For real? That's
I
what
didn't
I
see that part.
seen. Let me make sure. Cause I was looking like, what? What I miss? But they said
I
that there
must have
was a
missed that.
false start call that occurred in the fourth quarter that affected the Bills' drive that could have.
I had like four games on all day that day. I was. Let me think.
Let me see if I can find the article.
The Bills was fighting on that whole game. They just couldn't get over the hump. Like there was like blocked punt. That game was
Yeah,
crazy.
that block punt, run back for a touchdown.
I was upset with James Cook. He was like, "Where's James
Yeah,
Cook
he was
at?" He was
nowhere.
not involved.
Josh Allen picked up all the slack that game.
Tyler Johnson came in, got a nice screen.
Let me see some. Because it's not popping up for me. I don't even know where I saw it, but I know it was an article.
Puka and Cooper Cup. Oh
Man,
my God,
listen. Puka, I don't even know what to say about Puka, Joe. He got
he
if he
looks
keep
like
this
the younger Cooper Cup.
if he keep this up, he got it. He number one wide receiver in the league. He been consistent
And
since he stepped
Kyron
in.
Williams. Oh my God, he is a handful.
Puka got a rushing touchdown and a receiving touchdown. And
Puka
what?
scored off a stupid, crazy rush down. He went in motion, then he went back in motion, got the handoff. That was crazy.
Had 162 reception yards, one touchdown, 12
Cooper Cup
receptions off
caught a
14
nasty one in
targets.
double coverage.
Saw that. Yeah, I'm not seeing the article.
Kyron Williams is so hard. I think he had two tutties.
Yeah, he did. He had two rushing touchdowns, 29 carries, 87 yards.
Yeah, but Josh looked like an MVP right there in that game.
Man, he put up all the points. He
He
put
was
up
fighting.
every Bills point.
He was fighting.
Yeah, I don't know what. I need to start saving articles when I see them, especially shit like that, because I definitely seen it. Let me see something else. Yeah, but I've been saying it for a while. Hawaii finna take over football.
Mm, wouldn't say Hawaii, but yeah, him.
Yeah, they finna take over football. I don't mean like take over, but I'm saying it's a lot of talent coming out of Hawaii that people don't really be checking for like that. And it's at every position imaginable: quarterback, running back, receivers, cornerback, safeties. I'm telling you, it's gonna be crazy seeing Hawaii in the next few years in the league. It's gonna be hard to pronounce half the league's name in a few years. I'm telling you.
Yeah, the tours and them. Yeah, he might be
Yeah,
right.
I'm telling you. Damn, that's really bothering me. Oh well, though. Oh well, though. Shit, if it did happen, it couldn't be no worse than that fucking Raiders shit when they played the Chiefs. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't recall no refs getting suspended for that. They blatantly
Yeah,
changing calls in the game for the Chiefs. So yeah, I
Felt like
don't. What was you saying?
what else? What else was a good game? Shit, now the Eagles was a good
That
game.
was a good game.
Just the Panthers.
That was a good game.
Bryce Young looking like he's coming alive.
I'm not a fan of Hurts, man. I'm not a fan of Hurts. Bet the under. Bet the under on
I don't know
Hurts
what it is right now.
every time. Bet the fucking under. My nigga had 77 passing yards halfway through the fourth
That's
quarter.
not gonna happen every week though.
What you mean? The week before we was
That
talking
is
about how
not
he didn't have a completed
his whole
pass in the
career.
first
Like,
quarter.
this is probably what he needed. Then he's gonna start shattering it. Like,
I'm waiting to see it. But no, you can't give him that because this whole career we've all, well, I won't say we, but I've always had the criticism of he doesn't throw passing touchdowns.
I don't think he's ever had this bad of a stretch,
But I mean, he got 2 passing touchdowns in that game, but he only threw 14 for 21, 108 yards.
Devontae got one.
Uh-huh. Off a nice route too.
Yeah.
That cross into the back corner.
Uh-huh.
But my whole thing is, you went 14 for 21, 108 yards. Your running back produced more offense with 1 less carry.
It's in his first week doing it either. Like,
with his legs, though. With his legs. And you got an arm. You got a whole arm out here with niggas that's running 4.2 40s. I'm exaggerating, but you get what I'm saying. How are you letting the running back outproduce you, and you have an elite wide receiver room? Not to mention you got Devontae Smith back that game, and it wasn't like he came back like on some I still need time to recover. No, he was one of your most dominant.
He looked good. He looked
right.
Healthy, yeah.
So I'm like, what is it
but
exactly?
You see them over there talking on the bench like this. The chemistry looking bad. Like,
you think that's what it is?
Yeah, they say him and AJ Brown is not cool. Like,
for real?
What's the name? Ended up slipping out and sending Graham. He said it on the podcast. He was like,
Brandon Graham.
They was best of friends at one point, but he don't know what happened or something like.
I mean, I could probably tell you what happened. Just like what I said was going to happen when they first picked him up from the Titans. I said that his favorite target is Devontae. His favorite target's always been Devontae. So you get there, of course, you now the wide receiver 1, you expecting to get Devontae's portion of the targets. That's not always going to happen. And you're not as good of a route runner as Devontae is.
But it could be like a Cooper Kupp and Puka situation where it's just you both eat.
But you know what the common denominator is? Matt Stafford. And Jalen Hurts is no Matt Stafford. You got to be a pretty confident in your arm type quarterback to be able to distribute the ball evenly to, different people.
Yeah.
But most quarterbacks that rely on legs, they only throw to 1 or 2 people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the guys that are in the pocket looking down the field the whole time that are hitting everybody. So I'm sure AJ Brown's upset that Devontae's getting more targets.
No, that's not what it's about.
What is it?
It's blown coverage. It's the same thing it's been about. It's just he's open. It's not about who's getting more targets. I think he's fine with him getting more targets, but if he's open, give me the ball.
We're talking in reference to them not being cool.
Who's not? But who's not cool, Cliff?
AJ and Devontae.
Where did this come from? I've never. That's not. Where's your site? Where's your Where's this stemming from? Because I've never heard this.
That's what we was just talking about. The chemistry on the sidelines, and they said that CT said that they had issues.
No, it wasn't AJ. It was
It was him and Jalen. And that's what I'm saying. We gotta get the information correct because that sounds crazy.
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, that sounds
ignorant.
I
was saying Devontae and AJ was talking on the sideline probably about Jalen Hurts. Like,
okay. Okay, I misinterpreted that.
It's no different.
Him and AJ was talking like they.
Oh no! They was just. I heard that That's why I said the Graham ended up saying him and what's his name wasn't cool. Him and
Yeah,
Hurts wasn't
Brandon
cool.
Graham. Yeah, that's what I'm
Well, that's
saying, bro.
because Jalen's not a quarterback. He's not confident in his arm. He's not. AJ and Devontae both looking like what's going on? We just running routes like it's practice.
But they don't even do this at practice. They probably get, you know what I'm saying, completions. But yeah, he just don't know what he be seeing out there.
And
He holds the ball too long to me, like because they said his O-line give him three plus seconds to like throw the ball.
It's the
That's
best offensive line in professional football.
You know what I'm saying?
For some reason,
defense is playing great.
50% of his snaps, he's trying to escape the pocket, trying to run out from outside his tackles.
That's why I tell you, I'm taking that
25
on him running.
But that's a him issue, because if his line is giving him 3 seconds, then you're not making good decision making.
But we've already told you, look at this. Because of the success of Philly, he's had a different quarterback coach and offensive coordinator every year that he's been in the league. He's not had one QB coach, one coordinator.
That's not something to put on the coach though. If the offensive line is giving you 3 seconds, and so you're not processing your reads in time, and you still feel like I don't have enough time, that's a you problem.
And you got playmakers out there for
that's
sure.
That's a you problem. That's not a OC problem, a quarterback coach problem. That's a you problem. Either you're nervous, worried about a hit, so you're not actually going through your reads properly. You don't trust the offensive line, so you're looking to scramble outside of the pocket. Whatever the case may be, it's a confidence with you problem.
Oh, he gotta trust the line because he sits there a lot.
So you should trust that they are gonna give me enough time to go through my reads. This nigga's spinning off trying to run around a tackle. He was running into sacks that game. He was running directly into sacks that game because he was worried about what was about to happen, I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah, I feel like he's going to get that rest off, though. That rest going to get off. He's in a little slump. That slump will come off.
I hope so. But the only thing that concerns me about it is you got to throw enough passes to get comfortable. When you got Saquon doing what he's doing, it doesn't make sense to throw as many passes. So
as long as the runs or the passes going to be there, I feel like so. Because it's like going to be everybody going. I think they got the Steelers. I think they said this week.
Yeah, my dad was talking about it.
That's going to be a tough one too.
They're going to box it up, a lot of one-on-ones and stuff. So
that's going to be a tough one. And Mike Tomlin telling them to key in on Barkley.
Oh.
Tomlin got something for Barkley. So it's going to be that's what I'm saying. Eventually it's going to be a Jalen, you're forced to do it.
And this is when he can do it, though. I know he got it. I know he can do it.
It'll be a tough game, but they don't play well in Philly. My dad was just talking about that last night.
The Steelers?
Yeah, Steelers, they don't play great either. Yeah, he said that, like, for some reason, he was like, when we come to Philly, we always get our asses kicked, but when they come to Pittsburgh, we have a shot. Not saying that's going to be the same theory.
Right. But no, that's the case for some teams.
It is hard to play in Philly. I feel like, we already beat Baltimore. We already just beat Cincinnati a couple weeks ago, I think.
You won nine straight, so you ain't lost in a while. So
yeah,
right. That's the Eagles' record too.
What?
If you get this, y'all will have broke the win streak record for Philly.
Oh, yeah, no. That's cool. It's just. That Panthers game was pretty scary. I didn't see it, but that was
Panthers been playing everybody tough.
Man, since Bryce came back, and they could have won it, but dude dropped the ball off of the ground.
Xavier Legette.
Because he had the catch, but when he hit the ground, that motherfucker came out.
He rolled over and tried to act like he had it. I was shitty.
He did have the catch, but the ground is wet.
Just catch the ball.
Cause he dove funny down. Too. It wasn't like a straight on dive. He dove at an angle, so he came down on his hip and his arm.
I was like, oh damn, you gotta just catch the ball. Dude gonna run it in, number 30. He's a
Chuba Hubbard.
He's a dog.
Mm-hmm. He had 92 yards that game off 26 carries though. Thielen did his thing. Yeah, A.J. Brown was the leading receiver with 4 receptions, 43 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit was crazy. Oh, he got 6 of them. Good shit.
I know them niggas was hype when they was getting Saquon, and now they like, this nigga taking everything. They taking everything from us.
I mean, but as long as they win games and
Right.
try to get a chip.
But you know that's not how diva wide receivers act.
Yeah, but tomato. You know what I mean?
AJ was upset the prior year that his receptions dropped.
But it ain't like he out there not playing hard. He ain't. Diva, I swear, gives up. Like,
right.
But he's still out there blocking for Saquon and everything.
Nah, he doing his thing. They all doing their thing. I gotta see more from Jalen.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about the Lions. Didn't look the best the other night. That's why I said a lot of teams starting to crack, whether they're winning or not. What was it, the Lions and Bengals game that I'm thinking of? What game was that recently?
No, the Bengals played the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Lions
Yeah,
play.
they looked awful against the Cowboys. Yeah. The
Bengals did?
No, who the Lions? The Bengals did too, but
every game.
Yeah, he looks good, but no, who'd the Lions just play? Who did they just?
Joe ain't
Packers,
got no help in Cincy.
The Lions just played the Packers, right? Yeah, they're okay. They're okay.
Thursday night game.
Yeah, they're okay. I mean, I wouldn't say they're like top of the crop, but they're okay. But for you to be the Lions, you know what I'm saying? They was struggling with the Packers, boy. They almost lost that game.
They're not gonna put up 50 every game.
Well, it's not about that, CT. It's just talking about the cracks. We're talking about the
But
cracks.
didn't the Packers go further in the playoffs last year than the Lions?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
and they were lower. They were lower than the Lions.
Like the Packers are just like weak.
They're not the top, bro. They're not. I just told you what they are. I didn't say they were weak. They're not the top of the top in the NFC. They're middle. They're middle of the pack. They're not like the top
you don't
five,
have to be
bro. What are we talking about, G? Look at the.
Are they not top 5? Or you're not 9-4, 9-5, like 10-4?
I don't know what I don't follow the Packers enough to know what the record is.
Okay,
bro.
you talking like you know.
No, nigga, I'm talking because we beat them
94.
Bruh, 9-4 is
4.
But like
that's like
like Cliff said, they're 9-4 in the NFC, bro. We're not talking about they're 9-4 in the AFC. Let's stop pretending, bro.
Yeah, the top teams right now are the Eagles, the Lions, the Lions, and the Vikings, and the Packers are
the fucking Rams
right behind.
The Bills. What you talking
about?
Lions,
Eagles,
like the NFC,
bro.
Vikings.
I'm the one that just told niggas I just told y'all niggas last week the Rams was like that. What are you talking about? Rewind the tape, bro. I've been saying that. What are you talking about?
I agree, bro? Motherfucker.
The Rams are like that healthy every week. The Packers are not like that healthy every week, nigga. Josh Jacobs is like that. The Packers wide receiving core has not been that strong. What are we talking about? Jordan Love's played decent ball,
but he's been in and out too.
Right, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro.
Josh Jacobs is playing great ball.
Okay, and so is Saquon Barkley. But like Cliff said, it takes more pieces than just the run game. G, you need to see more than just the run game, bro.
Trash. They got players. We just gotta watch them.
And what are they? CT?
They wouldn't be 9-4 for no reason.
You're talking to a nigga who already bet on all them niggas last week and didn't get no stats, nigga. What are we talking about, bro? I got the tape. These niggas didn't get no stats.
They played Detroit. That's a good ass defense too.
All right, bro. I hear you.
Yeah, I mean they play the top of the NFC right now.
They ain't. What, 12-2?
I'm not finna argue. This nigga's coach had to take a job at UNC, bro. I'm not finna argue with CT's ass. This nigga couldn't get a job in the fucking NFL. Had to take a job he didn't even get a prestigious job in college. This nigga got UNC, bro. I'm not hearing shit, bro.
I mean, North Carolina been able to come up with football a little bit.
We want that.
Yeah, that sounds good, Cliff.
Maybe that's what they brought him there for, to bring him over the top.
You don't think he had NFL?
I've seen a lot of niggas bring a lot of niggas to bring him over the top, and niggas still was below.
Goofy if he did.
Was below.
Most championships up there. Stop playing.
This nigga only got 30 mil. They get this nigga 10 mil a year. Them niggas is making double that in college compared to that. And he's supposed to be one of the greatest.
Making money like that.
Look him up. Harbaugh had a fat ass contract before he left Michigan. Let's not forget, fat contract. Big check. Big check. He left for more money and another opportunity. They broke the bank on this nigga, bruh. Ryan
So you
Day
don't
probably
think
getting paid a pretty penny. Look
Bill
it
could
up.
do that at any team in college football too? What do you mean? He just took
Yeah, it
30
sounds good.
mil? That's great
Man, it took this nigga 2 years to get a job, bro. Stop.
because he wanted
Stop.
to.
Because he wanted to.
You stupid if he couldn't
Bill
have got it in the
Belichick wanted to sit
NFL.
around, CT. Yeah, that makes
Yes,
sense,
after
bro.
you've been
You're
coaching for
telling
30, 40 years. What
so
the
you're
fuck?
telling
You
hold on,
can't
hold on.
take
So
a
you're
year or
saying he
two
took
off?
so you're saying he took a break? You're saying it's by choice? You're
Duh.
saying it's
Is
by
that not what he
choice?
did?
No,
Duh.
nigga. He wasn't getting any calls. Bro, what are you
Nah,
talking?
it
He
make
wasn't getting
We
calls.
just
nah.
seen Raheem. We
Cliff,
seen
be for
we
real.
seen
He
Raheem
wasn't
Morris.
getting calls.
That
Bill
they
Belichick
hired.
wasn't getting
Then
calls.
why they
Shut.
So
hire Raheem Morris over him? Hold on,
That
Cliff.
sounds
Why'd they hire
fucking
Raheem
crazy.
Morris over him for the Falcons in CT?
Bro, he wanted to take a
All right,
break.
okay. Oh, okay. Oh, you wanted a break. Go ahead, Cliff.
Look
He
nah,
how
wanted
the
a
how the
break.
Falcons looking. How
He
the
wanted a
Falcons
break.
looking. How the Falcons looking.
He wanted a break.
I honestly think it comes down to culture, like we talk about. The Pats culture was created by Tom and Bill. Bill made it a militant team. Everybody operated under the same understanding. You don't get that out of any other NFL team. That was culture that made it that way. So if Bill Belichick goes to any other NFL team, it's going to take at minimum 4 years for him to recreate that militant structure on any other team. Now in college, it's a lot easier to because you don't have those big egos that you do in the NFL.
You do now with NIL. Remember,
That
that's
does
different.
play a part,
Yeah,
but
that's not the
that's
same no
apples
more.
that's apples to oranges compared to the NFL. There may be 1 to 2 players on each team that are getting big money off an NIL deal. The rest have
It'll
to
be
fall in
crazy to see
line.
Bill get the Tar Heels in a race for the playoffs.
Yeah, okay. It
NFL
sounds
though,
good.
even if you're not a diva making 20 mil or more, you still have an ego about you. Those kids are developing their egos in college, so that's the perfect time for a drill sergeant to get them in check before they make it to the next level. So I could see why he would say, "I'll go college. I don't want to go pro anymore."
And he
It
was a good
wasn't. It wasn't that
recruiter.
he could
Great,
go pro. He wasn't
great
getting. He
recruiter.
was getting passed up. The little talks he was getting, he was getting passed up. These
He
niggas hired
talks
Raheem
about
Morris
being a
over him.
Cowboys coach next. So yeah, I don't see people passing him up. He could have. I know he was getting calls.
What do
Yeah,
you mean?
I don't
They
think
bro.
all
They,
teams is like we don't want
He was
Belichick.
saying that
then
on
why
the
wasn't
Pat
Belichick a
McAfee
coach? Then
show.
why was hold on? Then why didn't the Raiders sign Belichick? Why did they pick Pierce? Why did the Falcons pick Raheem Morris? Belichick was out there. He was able
Because
to be signed.
Well, the Raiders are different because the team had
He was already a
had
coach.
yeah, the team had already built the relationship with him. The team was
Like,
were the people that said y'all
if
gotta
you would
pick
have gave
Pierce.
a
If you
little
don't
bit
pick
But
time,
Pierce,
I bet you they would have been calling Bill Belichick. So stop playing.
But Belichick's like a Brady, Cliff. It don't matter if you got your guy.
right.
If you got
But
a guy like that, you sign him. There's no
no, you
excuse.
can't because
No,
when you
he's a,
have players saying I'm leaving
No.
if you don't keep this man, you don't risk it with the Belichick. You don't
Okay.
lose out on a Max
Well,
Crosby because you think Belichick will be a better coach. That's not what you do.
what are they going to do now? Because Bleacher Report says Mike Vrabel's supposed to be coming to Vegas. Did you hear about that? So then what's going to happen with Max Crosby and
all
them
these
now? Are
guys
they going to
getting
leave because of
calls. You
Pierce?
don't think Bill was getting calls? Stop it. Fuck out of
Bro,
Nah.
Cliff just explained to you
Fuck
why
out of
Bill
here.
wasn't getting calls. He just explained to you the culture was different. It's a different time now. These young niggas don't reciprocate to that kind of
But that don't
instruction.
mean he can't coach.
Being
He can adjust.
Yeah, he could have went to any other team and he may not have ever been able to recreate that kind of
Right.
environment that was with the Patriots.
Yeah, that's a certain spark. That's 20 years in the making, bro. With niggas that are older than all three of us right
And
now.
people and the only reason why players fell in line was because they saw it produced. It produces
Right.
wins. But in order to recreate that somewhere else, you have to first produce wins with it before players are like, all right, I guess I adhere to this curfew. I guess
he
I
can
won't
do
go
it
out to the
again.
bar tonight.
Well, not with this generation. Maybe in college, like Cliff said, maybe he has a chance to mold some young men, but
What he went to 9 Super Bowls with the
that's with a
Patriots.
different generation of players, though. That's not the same. You know what I
It
mean?
was a
That's what
lot
the
of. It
Teddy
was different
Bruschi.
He won with different decades. He won in 2020. I mean, what you mean? Like,
CT,
Don't make
all
it
them
seem
guys
like
you're talking about are older than all three of us. They're grown at these are grown ass. These aren't we're talking about today's players, nigga. Talking about the Jaden McDaniels of the world. This generation, he's not used to that. He's used to what you just said. The decades who are
no,
now
he's
older
so
generations and
different
grandpas and shit.
decades from different decades. He knows the fucking football. What are you talking about?
All right, bro.
Just because he's different, just because
You're
it's
missing
different
the point,
decade, you
bro.
can't adjust. What?
So you think the kids in high school now? That's like saying, okay, the kids in high school is the same as when we were all in high school. No, nigga, it's different. What are you talking about, bro? What do you mean? It's a different generation. It's a different setup. It's not
And
the
he knows
same.
that
You're not gonna
too.
treat it the
He
same. You're
can
not gonna
still
rule the same.
All right,
he
my
can
fault.
still adjust. It ain't like he can't adjust to that.
I'm not saying he can't, but like Cliff just told you,
It's
like
football. He knows football. He knows people that will be helping him with football. Like, I mean, they know the game.
So
You
the
know, he's
question is,
been knowing it.
do you think you'll ever see Bill back in the league?
not as a head coach.
I mean, but that'll. The only reason why I ask this is because that'll basically sum it up.
It's the same.
He's
It's the
gonna do
same thing.
good here. That his phone's gonna be ringing to get calls back in the league. So, especially when a lot of coaches' contracts are up. So,
Yeah, and you got to consider age too. This man pushing damn near 80. CT, come on now. This man ain't no you spring chicken. This man ain't even no old chicken. He's an old ass chicken. You know what I'm saying? That man's pushing retirement for sure. He's
oh yeah,
definitely he's
that'll be only reason what would be retirement. I mean,
that's the only reason why you don't see Phil Jackson probably still coaching. I mean, niggas is hey, your time you served
I
your
mean
time.
that
NFL's different than the NBA.
It's
it takes
always
a
gonna be
lot too.
different.
It's not. That's a lot.
82 plus games plus the 17 plus games. I'd rather take, right? And it's only on Sundays or Saturdays or Thursdays. So you might get a Friday game.
But
You
we
might get
all
a Friday
know
game.
coaches be staying the night at the facilities.
Right.
So regardless of 82 games to 18 weeks, it's still a lot that goes into preparation for those Sundays, and for a mid to late 70s nigga, that's a lot.
It is. It is.
That's a lot. See, college is different. College, he don't even got to talk to the players. He really just
Right.
got to show face on the sideline. My coaches, all my staff will take care of everything for me.
Right around the court, chilling.
So, I'm sure this is a less stressed position for him, which I would say is good for a nigga, getting old.
But I'm glad he's still back. I'm glad he's back to coaching.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad he's doing what he want to be doing at the end of the day. But what was I about to say? Y'all tied the pick'ems last week. Didn't nobody hit no didn't get the spread. Yeah. And I'm so fucking sick of these Kansas City Chiefs.
Close call.
I'm so sick of them.
I don't know.
Sick of the Chiefs?
Yeah, I'm sick of them.
Oh yeah, but you can see the cracks in them too. I mean, that Chargers game was a sloppy game.
It definitely was, and I'm so sick of Patrick Mahomes talking to the referees. I'm so sick of how the Chiefs get led by hand through to their division spot. I hate it.
They're just bored with the regular season. I think they're going to run through the playoffs.
I mean, but that's the MO. That's the MO every year. Get them to the playoffs. But shit, it's been so many crazy calls for them this year. It's like I don't even know if it's Vegas, if it's scripted, or if it's a mixture of both. Cause the shit's crazy. Like the calls that they're getting. And did you see the one I sent to the chat today? They had Patty Mahomes mic'd up. They caught him talking to the ref like, "Hey, could you at least warn me when they're getting close?" What the fuck are you talking about? What is the ref supposed to do for you? What did you mean by that statement? Can you warn me when they get close?
Yeah, throw that flag.
That shit is crazy to me. Like, and the fact that you feel comfortable enough just to be doing shit like that lets me know that you got somebody out there that's definitely guardian angeling your way to the playoffs.
3 feet on the way.
I mean, it seems to be that way, but judging the way shit's been going, I mean, calls and everything, we clearly know who the favorite is. CT, you should be able to identify it. It was the Patriots before them.
No, we was winning. We was losing too.
Man, they
but
was
we
giving
winning.
you calls to get you wins.
No.
They definitely
Crazy.
was.
Crazy.
Definitely was.
Dudes lined up off sides like the Chiefs was in the AFC Championship. Like, we see it on film. It's fact. No cheat.
Nah, y'all got it.
We shouldn't have lost to the
They the
Eagles,
baby
though.
Pats.
We got cheated by the Eagles. No.
They the baby Pats. They got referee last names on some jerseys and they rafters.
Ooh, Bill Belichick, 5-year deal.
5-year deal with who? With North Carolina?
Yeah, it just popped up on my phone as we was talking about it.
Oh yeah, he retiring there.
5-year deal. He can get out of it though if he go to the league.
I mean, that's the reason why I brought Bill Belichick up, was because that's what I was talking about the whole time. I said,
5-year deal.
I mean, we
What
knew
did
that. I didn't know it would be 5 years though.
I thought you said 3-year deal.
I seen, I think 4 years, 10 mil a year is what I had seen.
I see 5.
Either way, I mean, the man's going to UNC. Good luck. I mean, I don't really,
Get the recruits, Billy. College football wide open now with the portal.
Now, that's something he's not used to at all. That's something we've never seen him do. So that will be interesting with recruits.
I know it'll be nice to see.
I don't know how many young kids is dying to come play for Bill's old ass. No offense. I ain't going over prime time. Over prime time and them.
He can get you to the league too.
It's gonna be like that one dude that was on TikTok, that black dude that was like, "Oh no, who's that guy?" He said, "Who's that guy?" He said, "Sir, that guy runs a 4.8 40." He said, "You mean the slow white? Yeah, who's that guy? That's the guy we need." It's gonna be just like that. I'm trying to tell you. You gonna see you gonna see North Carolina with an all white wide receiver cast, and they all gonna be 5'10" and below.
Bill finna bring them recruits in. Hey, why Bill bring in North Carolina?
He might not.
Jersey?
He might not
Jordan?
miss. He might not miss on defensive players, but don't give him that offensive reign. Don't do it.
Jordan.
Don't do it.
Jordan Fitz and the Tar Heel Nation. Boy, they finna. Ooh, so that'll be good at basketball and football.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of Sweet 16 teams that's trying to make a push in football right now.
They see that playoff, so they're like, we want to get in that.
Yeah, it's a lot of them. So, I mean, I honestly don't think it's that bad of a situation. It's almost like, if I'm being honest, I feel like it's a Tampa Bay when Brady left from the Patriots. Like, the team wasn't awful, but he knew, I got the pieces I'm filling in to make them great. It's almost like that. Like, North Carolina isn't awful. So if Bill comes in and plugs in those pieces, it could be ugly for teams. But, I mean, I fucks with Belichick. Get your money. Good luck to you. then I doubt we'll see him back in the league. I don't think you sign a 5-year with an interest in coming back.
No, yeah, it sounds like he's trying to end it there.
Yeah, I don't think you have an interest in coming back if you sign a 5, maybe like a 2 or a 3,
Mm-hmm.
but not a 5. So I'm thinking we gonna see him retire from college. What else we got? My fucking Raiders are shit, but we already knew that.
Raider Nation, baby. First round, first draft pick currently in place.
Mm-hmm.
No, it look like New York. They said might get it.
They could, but right now, as it looks, they said it's the Raiders are number 1.
Yeah, I saw that same shit.
So I mean, Shador bust, I guess, for y'all. I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't. I don't know.
That's y'all's boy.
I mean, I guess that's the only real option, right? But the only kicker is we know.
Dylan Gabriel.
You said what?
Dylan Gabriel, Cam Ward. I mean, they got a couple guys, man.
I mean, but we know that the Giants are looking at a quarterback as well. Now, if they do get the one spot, they're not giving it up. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking to get a quarterback, there's nothing that a team can trade me for me to give up that number 1 spot. So if Shador is off the board, am I confident that the Raiders... I mean, I think they're at a point where they kind of have to. Not necessarily, though.
Yeah, I might bring in Kirk Cousins if he keeps thinking up the place. Maybe they'll just get Michael Penix Jr. and give y'all Kirk Cousins in Atlanta.
I don't think that would be smart again because you're going back into that trying to recycle a used quarterback.
Yeah.
But you seen what he did in Minnesota.
But what's that mean?
He looked good in Atlanta for a little bit, but
He took Minnesota to the playoffs. Minnesota is historically a no-shit team. He took them to the playoffs.
I mean, that's not enough.
I mean, I feel like if you're a team who hasn't been to the playoffs and that's your first step, I feel like that's enough.
No, that's not enough.
I mean, y'all not going to win a Super Bowl overnight.
But that's the thing. It's not. So since we know it's not going to happen overnight, why would you invest in a quarterback that may only have 2 to 3 more years in them?
Because y'all have waited this long. What's the difference?
But you don't understand. You don't see how that doesn't make sense though. Because if it's not going to happen overnight again, and the quarterback only has 2 to 3 years, then by the time he gets cooking, he's retired.
Yeah,
I mean, Tampa Bay was fine with it.
That didn't last long.
Yeah, nah, that doesn't make sense for a team like the Raiders. And then Tampa Bay was fine with it because you're getting the previous year's Super Bowl winner.
Yeah.
We're getting the best quarterback that may have ever stepped on a football field.
And that team was set up way nice. Like, all they needed was a quarterback.
And then we talking about Kirk Cousins, who I like. Don't get me wrong, I like. But as far as comparison, there is none to Tom Brady. If Tom Brady is your A+ and we're comparing Kirk is a passing grade.
Yeah.
Kirk is a C+ quarterback compared to Tom Brady. I wouldn't just say outright, but so it wouldn't make sense, in my opinion, for the Raiders to go for anybody like that. If it was me and the Giants beat us out for the number 1 spot and they took the guy that you wanted in Shador Sanders, I would wait another year. I would take a Travis. Give me Travis then. And we'll get by with the quarterback that we have, with the understanding that this is still a part of our rebuild year, and we'll try to catch him next year. I mean, I wouldn't be upset with the Cam Ward, but I also wouldn't say that would be my first pick either.
Right.
Like, if he was all that was on the board, I would say take the best available option and we'll try again next year. Because you already played around with money and trying to pick up a quarterback just to get you through, and that didn't work. So I wouldn't suggest them try to do it again. But I mean, if we land Shedeur, it would make sense. It would make sense, and hopefully, if that is the case, we get Dion as well.
Mike Free.
He's already alluded to plans to coach his son at the next level, so if that's an option, might as well get it if you get him. And I know that sucks for for Antonio Pierce, but at the same time, you look at his resume thus far, you've looked great defensively. You've made changes defensively that's put the Raiders, in some games to be able to compete. Offensively, you haven't foot the bill. So you can take this defensive coordinator position if you want to remain a Raider, but we got to bring Dion in, the guy who's turned around every organization he's been a part of. That would be my plan, and then again, if the Giants get him, I would get Travis and wait till next year, because it doesn't make sense to waste a second round pick on somebody who's not a second round pick. It doesn't make sense to pick the first round second pick. Don't waste it on somebody that may not be that potential player in the first place. Take the best on the board. It worked out for you last year. Brock Bowers was the best on the board. You wasn't worried about getting a tight end because you just got Michael Mayer from Notre Dame the year prior. But look how that worked out for you. So I would suggest you do the same. If you don't get your golden child, get the best available on the board, which would be Travis Hunter.
It could work out in the long run for you, too, to get a good quarterback.
You said to get a good quarterback?
Yeah, like if Shedeur come up for free agency in the future or something, you can go to Vegas. I feel like Vegas because I feel like that's where he want to be for real, because he just posted a picture in Vegas like the other day.
Right. And we know his dad said he would definitely play a role behind the scenes and not letting him go to a spot he didn't want him. Mm-hmm. And I would imagine New York would be one of those spots.
Yeah. But he knows if he could win in New York, that could be the buzz again would be crazy.
You on top of the world if you win in New York.
I know.
That's a big risk though. That's a big risk. And we know Daniel Jones runs more than Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur gonna have to use them legs if he end up in New York.
But he got neighbors and stuff, right? It'll be nice for him. He got a good receiver.
Yep, you got neighbors. Nice too, you got Malik Neighbors. You got Jalen Hyatt. Who else they got out there?
Wendell Robinson.
Yeah.
Darius Slayton.
Yeah. I mean, keep it a buck though. The Giants have always had a decent.
Good pieces, yeah.
A decent wide receiving core. You said Devin Singletary. He's in Texas.
No, he ain't. They got Joe
Mixon. He's on the Giants now, Cliff.
Is he?
Yeah, that's why they got Joe Mixon, because Devin Singletary was gone.
Mm-hmm.
What? I didn't even see that.
It's like you probably ain't know Caruso's on the Thunder. You thought Caruso was out the league.
No, I didn't say that.
No, you didn't say that. I remember one time we were talking about Caruso, and I thought you said that you thought he hadn't been signed by anybody recently. Because we were talking about people at the time. We were talking about in that conversation. Like,
I remember.
Out in LA.
Yeah, I remember people he traded, and I said Alex Caruso was the only one he might have got right. And we talked about him being hurt in Chicago. But yeah, I knew he went to the Thunder.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know that until the game the other
Yeah,
day.
no, I knew he got traded to the Thunder.
Yep, from Chicago. Yep.
We talked about it because he said if he's healthy, then that makes that like,
Team
crazy increases their
Yep.
defense.
With Hardenstein.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
But-
it's working because Shea's looking crazy.
But he does every year. He does every
Oh my
year.
Shea dropped
It's
30
like-
like it's nothing.
Come on.
Like it's nothing every night. Like,
It is crazy that he does that, and
he
never
killed Luka Nemeth last night.
you never hear his name in the MVP talks.
If he don't get it this
Because
year,
they're so
then-
used to the UK boys being dogs that they don't really talk about them that much. It's just expected. It's an expectation.
That's
now,
not
Twitter.
fair though. Even if
What
that
do you mean?
even if that is true, that ain't how that works.
Look how many UK guys is going off right now. Tyler Hero dropping 20, 25 plus any given night. He busted the Cavs'
Well,
ass
Tyler
last time.
Hero's-
Like,
Tyler Hero's
You know what I'm
doing what
saying?
he's supposed to be doing, but I wouldn't say
Mhm.
he's exceeding expectations.
to me, Tyler Hero's like a 12 to 15 every night. This nigga getting 20, 25, man,
Nah.
it's exceeding to me.
As soon as they gave him that his opportunity at the
Yep.
6-man, he was dropping 25s and all that. Then he
Yep.
got hurt, and now he's trying to work his way back up. But Tyler Hero was the leading scorer on the Heat, even over Jimmy Butler last year.
Jimmy
Yeah,
But
they say he's maturing too, so he's looking.
Yeah, he's coming into himself, but he's not exceeding expectation. Shea's exceeding expectation. And don't get me wrong, everybody knew that Shea was a dog, but to do this on a nightly basis in the league, nobody saw that coming.
Man, against tough teams, like,
Right.
and you don't got another really like superstar with you. That's crazy.
And he back on top of the West for the second year in a row. Like
I'll be watching them. Like, I gotta go watch them live too when they come here. But I'm like, this dude is crazy.
yeah,
Okay.
and it looked like he get more confident shooting from three.
He had 5 last night.
Right.
yeah, he did go crazy last night. But consistently though, this nigga, if I'm
Yeah.
being honest, is lucky to make more than 1 or 2 a game.
Yeah.
So that last night to me was kind of like a one-off. Not trying to hate.
But then he'll get 10 rebounds.
I don't think
and
it's
5
a one.
assists.
I understand what you're
Like,
saying. I don't think it's a one-off, but I get it's not
He's
a
not, no.
consistent. You're not consistently looking for him to do that.
Like, I'm looking at Ant now, and I'm looking at Steph. I'm looking at
They're not like consistent like that.
2 or 3 3-pointers a game. They never let me down, bro. I'm dead ass. I've never lost on a parlay when it comes to them particular legs. Like, I've always hit them. With them 2 guys, if I put two
Threes, yeah, but I'm gonna take 25 for Shea. You don't know if Steph gonna. He's like, Steph
no,
gonna
but
get
I'm
20
not.
tonight.
That's not what the conversation was though. We're talking about 3
Oh,
point
threes?
shots.
Yeah,
Yeah,
them is
yeah,
3-point
yeah.
snipers.
Yeah, 25. I mean, I
Shea
usually
is
put them down for 20.
Fuck it.
Yeah, Shea, I always put down for 25 to 30 at minimum. You know what I'm saying?
That's
That's a
minimum,
bad boy,
bruh.
man.
He had 19 in the first quarter yesterday. I said,
Yeah.
guy is on one.
Bro, I should have. Man, last night pissed me off. Yeah, I should have. But yeah, he's nice. But no, I mean, yeah, Raiders need a quarterback clearly, but so do the Giants because obviously they offloaded Daniel Jones to Minnesota, which I don't understand because there's now 3 solid quarterbacks in Minnesota. So that kind of it's a little confusing. I feel like
You got Sam Darnold, Daniel Jones, and who?
JJ McCarthy.
Right. I forgot about JJ.
Don't forget about Jay.
It was easy to forget about Jay. He ain't played, but
Right. Yeah,
But-
sure.
and then Darnold stepped up so much that it's almost like you forgot JJ got drafted there. Like, oh, they did pick up Darnold to take him.
Yeah. Easy to overlook type shit.
Right.
Yeah.
So I wonder how that works out, to be honest.
Let's get these stats tonight, baby. Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, I'm curious.
Why Cat got 14 rebounds at half? Oh my God.
Oh, Capella? Yeah, or
No, Cat.
Yeah, Cat going crazy. Capella
That's
got about 10.
crazy too. I put him on
He
my
got 8. He
Yeah,
got
he got
8
about 8 or
dollars.
9.
I put him
Yeah.
on mine to get 10, but I was looking like I have a feeling because Clint Capella has been
He
slow
been dogging
shit.
Iffy.
shit.
But
He
then
been
he
getting like
look.
20
But then if
rebounds.
he'll miss one game, but then he'll get back to like 15, 16
Right.
rebounds. I'd be like,
He
damn,
damn near
Clint,
at 10
what?
points.
What do
Yeah, I
he
just
average? Because that nigga Clint Capella's
I
done
know that
fucked up
it
more of
was
my
that game against
parlays.
Anthony Davis. He didn't have a rebound. I was upset. Like rebound. Johnson was
either did
rebounding,
Giannis last night. Giannis finished with 7 instead of 8. I was sick.
He
but he
averaging
had 35.
9.3 rebounds a game,
Yeah, Clint
which
from
isn't awful, but
He
considering where
about to
you
have like
came
15
from,
tonight.
right?
He about to have
Considering
like
where you
12.
came from, that was what you were
Okay.
there for. That was your specialty.
But it
Clint been
comes
going
with, I think it's
crazy.
like playing time too, though. Like if he got to give my man some more props.
Yeah, this will be his first season. No, it won't. When he first came in the league and he wasn't getting PT, he had a
When he was
couple
with
of.
the Rockets, he was crazy.
Oh, yeah, on the Rockets.
Well,
Yep.
he only had. Oh, I guess he had 3. He had 3 seasons averaging 10 or more rebounds, and then he had 3 seasons under 8.1, 6.4, 3.
Mm.
It looked like it was the last year with the Rockets, 1920, he had 13.8, and then going into his first year in Atlanta, he had 14.3. Ever since then, it's been dropping consistently.
Yeah.
But he been getting them boards, though, like you said lately. He been getting them boards.
Yeah, he get them. It's a.
I usually put him. They usually be doing a cheat. They got him like good odds, even at like 4 rebounds. But I usually put him down for 6 just in case.
Always
Yeah,
do
I'm
6.
usually
Crushed
6 with it
that.
too.
I'm sick. He crushed it.
Yeah, no, I mean 8 is usually safe lately, but I usually just to be,
Still dangerous with Clint.
But then on one ticket, I'll do him and Cat 10 rebounds. I think I got one of them with 10 rebounds, both of them, because I knew I was like, bro, that's easy to get. Y'all right there.
Yeah,
Man.
that's crazy.
That's a matchup though. Clint Capella, Cat.
Yep.
I'm thinking Cat wins that.
It's showing. It's a good matchup first half. I think he got 5. The Cat got I think he got 12 points and 14 rebounds. So
That nigga Cat been recharged in New York.
man, he home, man. He said, "I'm home. I'm back."
He recharged in New York. This nigga think he at the Rucker out there.
Crazy.
Well, he's home. He's around family. Lost his mom during COVID, and he
In
said
the garden, they
biggest-
said it's like a movie every night in there. So yeah, might as well put on the show.
Well, he said the biggest thing was just he said he's a man now. He was like, I came into
He was a
Minnesota. He's like,
kid.
I was a
Yep.
boy. He's like, I'm a man
Yep.
now in New York. He's like, I'm a man.
Yep.
I was like, damn, okay. So I said, all right.
Nigga.
Got a bad chick with him and all that.
Jordan, is she cool? She cool.
Who?
Jordan Woods.
Woods.
CT's talking about Cat's Kylie Jenner's ex-best friend.
Oh, yeah, I know what you talking about. I mean.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, shouts to Cat for real. I like seeing him new and improved. You seen that nigga Edwards come in and was like, oh, it's over for me here.
Why you say that?
Cause he's no longer the guy
Who's not the guy?
Cat.
What do you mean?
In Minnesota. That's why he feel rejuvenated in New York, because he's like, yeah, Jalen Brunson ball, but it's not really nobody here that's really going to outshine me.
Oh, right.
But in Minnesota, he was like, ah, shit, this new kid came in. I got to go. I got to get out of here.
I mean, yeah. I think he was happy to have Ant, though. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't put the pressure all on Cat.
Yeah, I'm sure he was happy, too. But you see how his stats went from when he got there, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like you said, I mean, it's kind of like Saquon coming to Philly, right? When you come back home, and that's a big thing for you, you start acting different. You start feeling different. You know what I mean? Saquon, he said that same thing as what he said. He's like, man, I'm home. He's like,
Yeah,
I'm home
I agree.
now.
I agree with you there.
You know, so some guys, you know, obviously it depends on what some guys' values are. Like some guys are really big on that, like being home. So it really does
Mm-hmm.
make a
That's
difference. You know
also
what I mean?
crushed a lot of players too.
Yeah, I mean, Kobe never wanted to play for Philly for that reason when Philly was going to draft
Yeah,
him.
it's also crushed a lot of people.
You know, and that's why Durant never wanted to go to the Wizards. He was like, I'm not trying to play from where I'm from. But yeah, it makes or breaks. But
Oh,
nah.
and yeah, congrats to Saquon for beating LaShawn McCoy's
Oh
rushing
yeah,
single
Shady.
season rushing yard
Mm-hmm.
Man,
record.
my two favorite Eagles running
Running
backs of
back.
all time, man. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, I loved Shady when he was there, man. I was sick when they got rid of Shady.
Yeah, he was all right.
Uh-huh.
He was definitely all right. I can't
Boy,
hate on him.
boy, he was breaking
Mm-hmm.
ankles, man. He like literally hit like basketball moves on you in the middle of like football fields. Like, what? Yeah, he was nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he kind of lost it in Buffalo.
he sure did, man, because they was weak. They wasn't the same kind of Buffalo at the time that they are now. But no, I don't think. It's crazy how he got them yards. He didn't get no touchdowns last game. I was sick, man.
Who, Saquon?
Yeah, he didn't get not one.
And Jalen got what, 2, didn't he?
He got at least one. I don't know if he got two, but I know he definitely got one.
Oh, I didn't either. I thought he got 2. Let me see. I gotta see now. Mm. So he got. Oh no, he only got 1. He only got 1. He had 2 passing, 1 rushing. Yeah, I'm
See, and
tripping.
that's the thing about Jalen, Cliff, that I was trying to tell you too. Is like it's not that Jalen. It's not often, but it's not that Jalen can't do 2 or 3 passing touchdowns in a game. But best believe if he does them, they're dink and dunks. They're not.
Right.
I mean, they're not. You know, air
They're
out.
how Lamar gets his yards. It's with yak or long down the field balls.
Mm-hmm.
Either it's yards after carry or it's deep balls. But you're
Right.
not just throwing darts 20 to 25 yards down the field.
No.
Yeah, I think this Steelers game will be interesting for y'all. What time is that one? And that's what is that? That's this Sunday? Damn, I won't even be here to watch it on my shit.
What?
The Steelers Eagles game.
The Pats in town Sunday. I gotta be in there for that.
Yeah, I'm going to that Monday night game.
Gotta be there for that.
Even though who gives a fuck about the Vikings or the Bears?
Mm-hmm.
They play at 4:25. Okay. Damn, I want to
You
see
gotta
that
get the
game.
gear out of the storage and go crazy at the game. Web was a draw.
I mean, I'm kicking it. I'm not getting no fucking gear at no Minnesota game.
Oh, I gotta watch the Pats and get the gear out.
Yeah, I ain't. I'm going. I'll be right wearing my Raiders gear at the game. They gonna be like, you at the wrong stadium, kid. Yeah.
Mm.
I'm wearing. It's a whiteout game. I think I'm gonna wear a black Raiders jersey. Fuck out of here. I'm repping wherever I'm at.
Mm. Yeah, it's gonna be cold in Minnesota, boy.
Man, ain't it? Ain't it?
Crazy.
Knowing I ain't a
Only way,
mountain. Knowing I ain't a mountain people.
right? Oh, they have a dome though, right? I think Minnesota has a
Yeah.
dome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I
Yeah,
was
the
about to say
game ain't
yeah.
gonna be. You think I'd win if shit? You got me fucked up.
especially if it's not my team. It's
Listen,
crazy.
stop it. Stop it. The only interesting thing that I find about this game is being able to see Justin Jefferson like move in person.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Seeing that live, seeing everything.
That's
I
it.
don't
Other than
no
that, I
commercial
don't really
break.
care to see anything
They,
else.
they said they might sit him down for rest though this week against their just playing, but I could see it though. I mean, did they already clinch their division?
Yeah, it
The
looks
Vikings?
like it.
Because to keep it a buck, I mean,
I think they only
certain
lost
teams,
2 games.
Yeah,
certain
they did.
teams,
They 11-2 right now.
yeah,
Oh
certain
no,
teams.
the Lions got him.
Oh yeah, they did
I
lose that
keep
last
forgetting.
game.
I keep forgetting. They in
11
there
and
with the
3.
Lions.
Yeah, they got back to winning last week though. So
Oh yeah, the Lions got them, so they did not clinch. And that's interesting too. You a top 5 team being Green Bay, you might not even make the playoffs like that.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
they'll be in there.
I don't know. You third in your division.
Right.
They'll be a wild card team for sure. Then
Yeah, they have to be. Because you don't have anybody else out of there. Even Seahawks got theirs. They 8-5. And the Bucks got theirs. They 7-6. Well, not got theirs, of course. They
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the Eagles and the Lions the only one that clinched so far. And the Eagles is up by 3 over the Commanders. Commanders 8-5, so it's pretty safe to say.
Well, we already clinched our division. They announced it after the win
Right.
against the Saints. Yeah, we already clinched it.
and y'all didn't even look happy.
I mean, it was a terrible. I mean, I didn't see the game, but it looked like it was. I mean, we almost lost to Carolina. Shoot, bro, that was terrible. They really should have won. Really should have won.
Yeah, that was complete blown coverage on that last. Well, not the last play of the game, but that touchdown catch.
Please.
It
I
wasn't.
think it
that
was
was-
a cover
that
two
was
when
the
you
last
just hit
play of
him,
the
beat him
game.
with
I
a
think that
post in
was
the
the
middle.
last play.
It wasn't no one near him.
Yeah, it was blown coverage.
It wasn't no one near him, like for 10 yards in any direction.
Yeah, we got lucky.
Yeah, I'm pleasantly surprised with Bryce. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I figured he had it in him, but I think the Panthers did him a disservice benching him like that. You trying to
Yeah,
take my
no.
guy's confidence away from him.
That's what it seemed like.
Knowing Andy fucking Dalton ain't no better than Bryce Young.
Yeah.
He has more experience to game manage, but if you think Andy Dalton better than Bryce Young, drug test him.
Yeah.
Real shit. I don't really got much else. Congrats to Caitlin Clark,
What on her about
Time
black women?
Athlete of the Year.
I thought you was talking
I
about.
don't give a fuck about
that's good.
that. I wish they
She
would
was
hop off her
advocating
fucking
black
dick. Hop off Caitlin Clark's dick.
Well, no, I was saying she just was.
Not to
that's
you.
the
I'm
other
saying that to
No, I
whoever
know.
out there. Hop off her dick. Let her ball. Let her do her thing. Everything got to be something more than what it is.
Well, she just came out saying that she wants black women to get more recognition in the.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
I
But
like that
at the
in her.
same time, she needs to be championed. When have you seen that before like that?
Bird,
You said what?
Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi.
Eh.
I mean, they're what CT? Would you say? I mean, I don't know how much you follow this basketball clip, but they're one of the greatest players of all time.
Right, but they definitely wasn't. They didn't have no buzz like Caitlyn got.
Well, social media wasn't the same though 20 years ago, Cliff, when they came into the league.
Completely understood. But that she was bringing people to Iowa seats to watch
Randy
Iowa
Moss was
games. People that motherfuckers wasn't even watching basketball prior to.
I mean, Randy was bringing you to Marshall, but the social media wasn't the same at the time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but it's just times. This comes with the times. I mean, she is great, but if she was to play back then with the lack of social media, she would have been another one of the people we were just naming. You know what I mean?
I don't think so.
He's one of them.
Okay.
He's a dope.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, she's not Juju. I mean, Juju just broke her record just the other night.
Broke the USC
No.
record.
No, I think she broke. I thought they said she broke
broke
the college women's three record.
No, she broke USC's 3-point record. She went 9 and 11 from 3. That was USC's single game 3-point record. But we talked about that too. That's how shit goes, right? Like a great comes out. You think they wasn't jocking Larry Bird? They was jocking Larry Bird even with Magic Johnson.
I mean, we know that though. But like I said, I mean, because the social media was different back then, and I mean,
well, I'm just saying the cycle of things. There's always going to be a player and players to come after. But but one thing you cannot deny is just, and it's not, your point is definitely valid with social media, but the viewership that came along with her.
but that comes along with what?
Because of social media. The
Exactly.
streams, all the streams.
Yeah,
how you watch
that's why I
basketball
said
now.
that definitely goes with your point, but that's something that, how can I put it?
But DT is that. She won at UConn. She was winning in the league.
Mm-hmm.
She got 6 gold medals. Like,
Yeah, Cliff. Like honestly, and I know
if
you
she
don't
was in
watch.
the social media era, said him like she's Kobe as a girl, Lady Mama.
Yeah,
Like for
That's what I was
real.
gonna say.
Eh,
She got her own street out here.
But also,
in
Cliff, but you have to
Phoenix.
be,
Like,
but
she's
you have to
real
be honest.
deal.
Like I know you don't personally follow the WNBA as close.
10,000 points as
And
a
that's
girl
okay.
right now. She
That's
got
okay.
10,000. The next girl got what,
But
6,000?
what you-
DT
what
got
you gotta-
10,000.
Yeah, what you got to understand, Cliff, is like Diana to the WNBA is like she's like the LeBron James of that.
Yeah, she got 10,000.
You know what I mean?
That
So like,
nobody
so like,
ever
I get
even
what you're
close.
saying, but like you saying that is like equivalent to saying that like somebody's like
3 championships, 3
better than
finals
LeBron. That
MVPs.
makes sense.
And for Phoenix,
she's the LeBron of her league. You know what I'm saying? Like Patty Mahomes is the LeBron of his league. Brady was the LeBron, or however you want to put it, since Brady.
yeah,
for all
I
of
ain't
them.
taking nothing away from her. But what I'm getting at is when you bring in that much, regardless of where it comes from, whether you in a different time in social media or not, it's beyond just your game.
Yeah.
You're actually not only increasing the WNBA revenue, but in a sense almost doubling.
But it was Angel Reese though too. See, that's the thing. Yes, Caitlin. But when you say Caitlin, you say Angel. When you say Angel, you say Caitlin.
Right, that's I mean,
say all that.
that's the
I'm not saying talent wise. I'm saying influence wise. I mean, Angel Reese, she got Lotto and then watch. She got hip hop.
like we've talked about before. That's the Magic Johnson, Larry Bird combination.
Angel Reese shows her face a lot. She social media with it. Like Taylor
that's what
Clark's not like that.
But that's what. But once again, we're sticking to the conversation. The conversation is not about the basketball game. It's about the influence that leads people to the game. Based on Angel Reese's influence, she's brought a lot of fandom to the league as well. She's got the hip hop community bro. People be talking about her in their songs and shit now.
It's the Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. Neither one of them would have been as big coming out as they were without the other.
Yeah,
regardless of who was better.
Cliff.
They wouldn't have. I said
the way I look at it.
Caitlyn would have came out and been Caitlyn for sure.
Okay. Yeah, but it's no different. Okay.
But you have to think. Hold up, Mal. You got to think. Yeah, she plays for Iowa.
Right.
Nobody's catching them games. Nobody's even thinking to check for them games unless you're from the area. It's a lot of people who tune into LSU just because of the name LSU.
Right. I don't know. So a lot of people Iowa game at an arena, at a football arena, to the fan base. Like, I don't know. People
right. That's from how big she is in her area. That's why I said she brought people to games that never even watched basketball before.
Right.
But when we talk about the masses, the country as a whole, yeah, that may be hot out there on the West Coast, but it's a lot of people out east that ain't checking for no Iowa team until they hit the Sweet 16.
Right.
If it wasn't for Angel Reese going out there and having the rivalry with her, a lot of people wouldn't have known about Caitlyn until she hit the league.
Right.
I don't know. He
It's
played
the
like
same,
Steph, so I don't know.
but they say the same thing about Sabrina, whatever her name is for the Liberty, that she plays like Steph. She was in the 3-point contest.
She didn't
Like,
play
yeah.
against Angel Reese that many times. Like, I don't. She was gonna
Yes,
be
she
big.
did. What do you
But
mean? What do you mean she
no,
didn't
she
play?
didn't.
She's still playing against her to this day, CT. What do you
I said she
mean?
didn't play against her that many times in
But
college.
even no,
So
the
it's
but even
like,
then, yes, she
significance
did.
of
She
the
played against her
games,
enough, right?
the significance of the games, they played what? They
CT,
played
them coming
twice
out.
the year that she won, that Angel won in
they played
LSU.
one year, and they played one another year.
They played more than 2 times. They played at least probably 3 or 4
No,
I
they
thought they,
times.
didn't.
I thought they
They
played a
only got
regular
they in
season
way different
game.
conferences.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like either way you want to put it, CT, it's no different. Everybody pairs somebody with somebody when they come out. It's no different than when y'all paired Carmelo with LeBron.
No,
We weren't pairing LeBron and Carmelo when they came out as far as rivals. Kind of like Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. We weren't pairing Kobe and I don't know who, AI. What are you talking? There's always a pair. CT, there's always a
no,
pair. Okay.
Not
So
really a
everybody,
pair like
so everybody
this.
just runs their own race. So
no.
everybody just
There's
runs
not
their own race.
comparisons like Kobe and AI. Like what? There's no.
That's not what I'm not talking about comparisons as far as the game.
I
Nigga.
see
I'm
what
talking about
I
the
see what
rivalry, bruh.
Coming out,
Hey, iron sharpens iron, Chris. So what I'm saying is, Angel and Caitlyn were the most watched rivalry in college in women's college basketball when they were in college as of recent. That's what people were looking for. Where's Angel? Where's Caitlyn? When's that matchup? They weren't saying nobody else. Nobody. They were looking at those two. They weren't saying Cardosa. They weren't saying
if they
fucking.
even matched up, unless it was in the Final Four.
But that's what I'm saying. But that's where everyone got their popcorn. That's what the point you're missing, Chris. That's what everyone looked forward to.
If it did, it just like if it did, I don't know. I don't.
Maybe not in Arizona. I don't know what y'all nigga. You was hype off of Arizona State winning the fucking conference.
How many times did Larry
Duh,
and
Mal, 'cause I
Magic
went
play
to the
against
game.
each other?
Duh.
Oh, I mean that's cool. That's cute, bro. I've been, bro. That's cute, nigga. I've been to playoff games in the NFL. That's cute, bro. I mean, but at the end of the
Browns
day,
game?
nigga, I'm not talking about Browns. I'm talking about niggas that win Super Bowls, bro. But anyways, back to what I was saying, bro. That's cool. But what I'm saying is, nigga, they've been a big rivalry. That's why people like to watch the W. That's why I'm watching the WNBA. Oh, Angel and Caitlyn in here now. Man, let's see how they do. This is a nice new rivalry. Young women. I'm not watching for nobody else. They bring the
That's
buzz.
you. I guess that's you.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
you.
listen, Magic
I guess
Johnson
that's
and
you.
Larry Bird only played once in that championship. And how big has that
Mhm.
rivalry been
Thank you.
in NFL? So even
Thank
if
you.
it was only twice,
But they got
one-
to play each other in the finals. They got to become finals. It became
So did
rivals.
Caitlyn and
Yeah.
so did Caitlyn and what's the name?
Angel.
They
Angel.
didn't play in the finals.
Yeah, they did.
One year
One
they
time
That
in
game she
college.
won the finals in
Right. LSU.
Angel Reese beat Caitlyn for the finals.
But I'm saying, are they gonna play each other in the WNBA finals? Like,
I mean, you
But
gotta
that's
give them
is it gonna be a
time.
rival? Like,
That's what
just
I'm
because they
saying.
came in with each other,
Nah,
don't
I'm
mean
not-
like
yeah.
it's. I don't
But
get it.
no,
Caitlyn
the
was gonna be
point was
Caitlyn
the point
regardless
was how
if there was no
big
Angel Reese.
how big were those two names, Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, coming into the league?
But they would have
Hey,
been big bottoms, like
look,
even if they were
let
in
me ask
different
you
draft
something.
classes.
Right,
Like,
but
but-
here's the thing though, is the people that you see, it's Malk used a good example.
one went to Boston, one went to Lakers.
LeBron
Like,
and Carmelo Anthony
that's-
were compared because we wanted to see who the best was out of that draft class.
Right.
We didn't see them play each other. We just knew that they were both the top caliber in their draft class. Which one's going to be the best? In this situation, as well as Larry and Magic, you got to see two of the top two go head to head. That's when rivalries are born. When
But
you
say
see
like
someone,
LeBron came out of high school, Melo came out of college.
right?
But it
So you
doesn't-
never
it
got a
doesn't-
chance to see them, right?
How is that a rival? Like,
Chris, Chris, hold on, time out. I'll shut all this down. And hold on, this is sad because you actually played basketball. And you're more of a basketball head than me. Nigga, they've been playing each other since high school. Oh, look up the tape. LaMelo
They
or
played one time in high
Carmelo,
school. Yeah, Oak Hill versus
once
St.
again,
Mary's.
like
They played AAU
he's
too,
not.
though.
He's exactly. He's missing the point, Cliff. It doesn't matter how
People
many
knew
times.
that they went back and forth.
You need to
People
go
knew
on?
throughout their careers they went back and
Okay.
forth. Nobody
No,
got to
they
see it.
didn't.
Nobody got to see it. Nobody got to see
Melo
it
even
in.
said they only got to play each other like one time in high school. I only got to face Bron one time until we got to the league.
So that you're missing the point, though. What I'm getting at, that was what I was explaining from the
Like
jump.
they
You
gonna
never,
be who if they drafted in this class, he was gonna still have like
but
it don't
it's
matter
not
who.
about that. It's not about that though. Cause see,
Who else are you gonna
listen,
compare
listen.
everybody? Who else? Name some other guys from
Listen,
different drafts
'cause-
that they come in and compare them to.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. When you have a draft class, regardless of if they played together or not, everybody's eyeing where people are falling in line. Who's going to be number one? Who's number two? Oh, I didn't think LeBron came out of high school. He ain't had the same experience as Melo. I think Melo's going to be. That was a rift in the NBA when they came into the league. Who was going to be the better of the two, regardless of if they played each other or not?
That's why I'm surprised you
When
don't remember that, Chris.
When
I
we
get
talk
what you're
about
saying.
when we
That
talk
was the
about Larry
conversation.
Bird and Magic Johnson, they gave the people the rivalry. The people got to see it with their own eyes. Two people going back and forth against each other.
In the finals, yeah.
Right, and it's the same with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese.
So, all right, just to prove a point, Chris. As soon as Caitlin and Angel got drafted, if you go, well, you can't go back and look at it now, but the Sky versus Fever tickets, I'm quick. Remember me telling you this?
They
I wanted to go
tripled.
to a game. They tripled as soon as they drafted them two. Look at the numbers of the tickets before they drafted each of those players to after. The tickets tripled, bro. Tripled.
And it's ironic that Larry and Magic both went to
I mean, yeah,
Boston
because
and the
who's not gonna be
Lakers.
at that game? It's like, I mean, that's what
That's
happens.
what we're saying.
When Caitlin Clark comes in town most of the time, like.
But no, that's not. But what I'm saying is, it wasn't.
like
here's the
it's
thing.
a Caitlin Clark thing too, bro.
No,
But they
no,
didn't
Cliff.
do that with every
Chris.
Iowa game.
Yeah, exactly. And another thing is, Chris, even the Fever games.
But
Bruh,
they sold. Go look at the Iowa records. They were selling out. Yes.
It's not about
They
selling
never-
out. It's
they
not
never-
about
they never
selling
sold
out.
out like
The
this
reason the
ever.
WNBA knew that they could triple the cost of those tickets was because the rivalry had already been born. People are
Exactly.
already invested in who's going to get this dub this time.
Tom
So
and
we're going to triple the tickets. We can't do that for everybody because everybody isn't invested in those rivalries.
exactly Brady and Manning. Everybody, that was always a must-see game. Always, no matter what teams these niggas was on, no matter if it was the Broncos and the Buccaneers, you don't matter what teams niggas was on. If Brady and Manning were playing, niggas was invested in that rivalry, Chris.
And look at
they
the
didn't even come out the same
and look
time.
at the irony of Magic
get
being
that,
on
yeah.
LA and
They
Larry
wasn't
Bird
drafted together,
being on
though.
Boston.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? It's just people.
The two
people
biggest
love-
rivalries in the league. How do
Yeah,
we know that
people-
Chicago and Indiana don't become the biggest rivalry in the WNBA? You got to give them time to
Facts.
cook.
Facts. It could very well could be because the Fever almost no, they made the playoffs this year, didn't they? They lost,
No.
of course. They didn't make it.
No.
I thought either they made it or they
Oh,
almost.
the Fever did,
almost-
not the Sky. You're right.
Yeah, that's what I was
Fever
the
did.
exact. I was about to say because I was paying attention this
Because
year.
of who?
bruh.
Caitlin Clark. Yeah.
But that's not. But that's not what we're. Well, hold on. They got other people on that team too. You can't just say that. You know what I mean? That it like it's just literally her. But yeah, Caitlin did her
But the
thing.
prior year they didn't make the playoffs.
Caitlin
But
was
this
the
year
Oh,
they
of
did.
course.
So,
difference
yeah.
maker.
Of course, yeah. Once she caught on, which we knew she was a difference maker.
She
But
made
once
Kelsey
again-
Mitchell better. She made Kelsey Mitchell better. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Once again, like no one was saying, okay, Caitlin's matching up against Taurasi this week, or Caitlin's matching up against, like it's like when did she play Angel? When is that game? That's what I mean. That's
You
just
crazy. See, that's how I know you're not into basketball because they are
Okay.
invested into when she was playing Taurasi. Like, this is the GOAT
I-
versus
don't
the
watch
rookie.
it. But there's nothing. But listen, there's nothing there, Chris.
It's
Don't
not,
watch
it's not
the
as
game.
easy a sell
There's
as
nothing
it is
there.
Angel and-
Exactly. There's no.
Because now what you're doing is you're relying on hardcores that have been watching the NBA for long enough, the WNBA for long enough that they remember Taurasi coming out doing her thing, and they still stuck around to see Caitlin Clark.
Exactly.
Those are the only people that you can market to
There's
a
not many.
matchup like Diana Taurasi, Caitlin Clark. You can't
Right.
market that to the masses. We're not gonna make money
No,
off
you
that.
can't. No, you can't.
That's what the WNBA is saying. We're not gonna make money off of that game. So we can't triple the ticket price for that.
Right.
But we know how what's the word I want to use? Outside of basketball. Take basketball out of it. We know the attention that just those two names together bring. To the point that you got shows like The View and news spots reporting on how now the black athletes feel like you're over pushing her. To the point that when she gave her 24 time Athlete of the Year award, she made it a point to say that. Why? Because motherfuckers is on her dick. Regardless, whether she's dribbling the ball, whether she's just talking, they're on her dick.
Mm-hmm.
That wouldn't have been without Angel Reese. There wouldn't even have been a race conversation without her having that rival. All that brings eyes to her.
That's just because of the media. Like, I don't
But the
get
media is what brings in people
That's what
aren't
brings
casuals.
Yeah, that's what creates
or that
the
are
buzz.
that aren't
Create-
hardcores.
They do.
Anonymous sources.
How many,
like
so
Stephen
think
A.
about it.
said.
Think about it.
Anonymous
CT. How many
sources.
people just showed up to an Iowa game because they heard there was a cold ass white girl that shoots from half court?
Travis Scott.
A whole lot of them. A whole lot of people were like that. That's where the people came from that weren't previously watching the sport.
Exactly.
They just heard about it from the media.
But she wasn't playing Angel Reese. Like, I don't get it.
CT, they were coming to the games where she was breaking the record. Let's not pretend like these niggas were just casually coming to, I was playing Ball State today. No, they were coming to either a big
Look at
matchup
that whole
or
season.
Oh no, there
There
was
was celebrities
some
there
people. There were
all
people
season,
show it right. There were
regular
people
night.
on that
What you talking
train.
about?
Caitlin Clark was the Iowa's Beatles,
I see it in Indianapolis. Like we're talking about
but
on a regular
it
night.
takes media for if you're not a hardcore fan. It takes
You don't see that
media
in Chicago
for
all
you
the
to
time.
find out about it.
You don't see what in Chicago? What do you not see?
People pulling up to watch Angel Reese play all the time.
What do
Unless
you
she's
mean?
playing
Lotto,
Caitlin Clark.
what are you talking, bro? That's all right, bro.
Unless she's
You're
playing
right.
Caitlin Clark.
Oh, you're right. No
I
one's
guess.
pulling up. They just mentioned her in the rap industry, and she's just friends with everybody for no reason. No one's showing her love.
Big
man.
in
No one's
social
coming to
media.
her. No,
yo.
no one's coming to her
She's
game.
big on social media.
Right.
She's big in New York. She's big in like. the
So listen to
fashion.
what you're
She's
saying.
big.
If she's big, why do you not think that niggas are showing her love? She's big for a reason. She's getting love. That's what that means, Chris. If someone's showing you love, it's for a reason. So they fuck with her, right?
I mean, my whole
So
thing is, wasn't nobody.
right?
I'm lost. I'm so lost.
Yeah,
Never mind.
wasn't nobody
Never
trying
mind.
to
Change the
compare fandom by no means. I don't care which one of the young ladies have a bigger fan base.
Right.
The bottom
me either.
line was at
They
the end of
benefit
the
from
day, we would be lying to ourselves if we said any sort of rivalry doesn't beget more eyes on the screen.
Wouldn't be
I'm
no
not sure. I'm sure it does, but I'm not saying that that's what made Caitlin Clark. Like she was gonna be.
But
No,
regardless.
she was her skill for sure. She was gonna be that, and eventually, I'm sure she would have drew eyes to her off of her skill. But in order for you to get all of the
Like
fans,
Angel Reese got a Reebok shoe. That's not selling like Angel.
listen.
Like Caitlin Clark shoes.
Listen, in order to get, that's the whole reason they make rivalries is to bring fan bases together that would normally know about each other, wouldn't normally know about each other.
Right.
There's a reason why the West Coast games are marketed to the West Coast and they don't show those here like that. So in order for us to get the biggest market, we have to rival an East Coast team with a West Coast team. So the East Coast sees more West Coast, and so the West Coast sees more East Coast. And then what happens is West Coast finds out there's a few players on the East that they didn't know about that they liked, and now they're watching more of those games. So there's the market design is that there's going to be a rivalry. There's going to.
Rival.
There's going to. Now, if we're considering skill, let's keep it a buck. Caitlin has it in more avenues. Angel Reese may go down as the best rebounder the WNBA's ever seen. But we know currently Caitlin Clark has the opportunity to go down as the best player the WNBA has ever seen.
Yeah, there's still an A'ja Wilson in that league, so I don't
There's
know.
still a lot of players, and there's a lot more coming. But right now, the market, you got to market what's hot. And what's hot is Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. And they will be for the next 3 years because
I say A'ja Wilson and Breanna Stewart over that for sure.
There's no history behind them too. It's just talent. You understand what I'm saying?
Crazy. NBA Finals. What you mean?
Bruh.
It's a rival.
No.
You just playing each other back to back in the finals.
You said back in the finals?
Like this year, it was, yeah. No, it wasn't this year. It was last year. Last year, the Aces, and then the year before, they beat them in the finals. So that's where they went back to back. This is why they was gonna go for a three-peat. But yeah.
I mean, I see what you're saying from that aspect. Yeah.
But then Breanna Stewart just won a championship this year. So I mean,
but I kind of chalk that up similar to the whole Steph LeBron situation. Like even that, like that's not a rival. It's just the Cavs and the Warriors were the two teams for a couple of years that were making it to the finals. So that's who you would see. So then naturally people wanted to say there was a rivalry between the Warriors and the Cavs, but in my opinion, it was just that's who the teams were that year. I wouldn't say that there was a true rivalry between the two teams or the players. You know what I mean? Because who does LeBron choose every year for All Stars?
I'd say that's more of a rivalry than what y'all talking about. But yeah,
all I know is if I'm rivalry with anybody, I'm not choosing you. I'm pulling a Michael Jordan. This nigga can't play on the Dream Team.
That's more. That's more. You're saying that the A'ja Wilson, Breanna Stewart rivalry is more of a rivalry than Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark.
That's crazy.
That's what you were saying. And that because there's worlds where both of those things are true. But what CT is missing, that CT is a hardcore WNBA fan. You're not considered a casual.
Right.
So to hardcores, yes, that is true because you've seen more of it. But to casuals, nothing is bigger than Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. And a lot of that is because that's all the media feeds you. Until the media picks up on the Breanna Stewart, A'ja Wilson rivalry, no casual is going to believe that's a thing.
The W know that's a rivalry. If y'all look it up, I'm sure y'all.
Well, I'm sure you asked all the WNBA players, including Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, they would probably mention that. But again, you're in the WNBA, so that would make you a hardcore. You have more information than the casual viewer. The casual viewer only knows what you tell us. And a lot of people don't even know when to watch a WNBA game. They got picked up by Prime. That was a great move. But prior to...
New team just came in.
But prior to... I didn't even know I knew that they came on around 2:45, 3 o'clock. But I didn't know what channel I needed to tune in on to see it. And I always thought that was weird. Why are you playing them before people getting off work?
All right.
I can't even watch them if I want to because I'm working. So if you want to be mad at a motherfucker, be mad at them. They made us casuals. Y'all tried to keep it secret. Until Amazon said, you can let the young ladies play on primetime TV. We'll just stream it here. Now I'm watching because it comes on at 7 o'clock. But I'm a casual. But I am. So what do you attest that to? Do you attest that to the fact that the availability, it wasn't readily available? Mm-hmm. That I'm a casual? Because, you know what I'm saying? Either way, I wouldn't know unless someone showed me. And that's how a lot of people feel. But what else? What else we got?
Jalen Brunson only got 8 points going into the fourth quarter, and I need him to get 20.
They go over there tracking legs and shit.
When they're down by 9, 74-83.
This nigga over there tracking legs like the lamp, the Christmas story.
I got 4 legs left on this. Well, not left, but like left for this game. But anyways, yeah, no, yeah, I mean, no, sports in general is really exciting. You know, it's a lot of matchups, a lot of teams and athletes and situations.
I don't know how I've been kind of like what's the word? Sports just hasn't been pulling me in as it like in the past couple weeks. And I do think that some of it has to do with sports betting, me betting on games as well as sports betting in general. But I also think that there's been blatant things that have been done that have been like, wait a second. Did you see the video I sent y'all today?
No, I didn't see it yet.
It was this dude running down the most betted things like of the week and what happened in the NFL to stop them from taking place. And it was like some of it I had seen already and some of it I was like, is that right? Who was it? It wasn't Kenneth Gainwell. It wasn't Rico Dowdle. Who was it? It was somebody. It was a running back, right? And I guess everybody bet that he would get plus 70. Like that was one of the most popular bets of that week. The player got, I think they said 62 or 3 yards. He got hurt in the second quarter and went to the tent with a shoulder injury. They said that, of course, if he didn't play the second half, the bet is void. They put him back in for one play and he picked up 3 more yards and sat him for the rest of the game.
Damn.
I said, now that sounds like you're manipulating stats. Because why play him at all, right? Like, why put him back in if you're worried?
Right.
And then just to take him back out on the one play, other than, it seems like you were targeting bets there. We didn't see that beforehand. Like, I'm sure there were instances, you know what I'm saying? But we didn't just see shit like this beforehand. And watching it in the past couple weeks, it's just been like, this shit is getting pretty blatant, ain't it?
Listen, Angel, you get blown out going into the fourth. You think they ain't gonna sit him to the last couple minutes? Niggas go, oh, fuck it. You're like, yeah, man, one more point. Like, yeah, I mean,
right.
I don't.
Who was it? Damn, who was it? Somebody's kicker missed a field goal, missed like a 28-yard field goal that would have covered the spread, which was also one of the most popular bets. And it's like, what are we doing here?
All right.
Like, what are we doing really? And I'm not saying that a kicker can't get nervous and shank a kick. But there have been more field goal misses this year than I have ever seen in my life. Like extra points off your boy, kicker, Jake Elliott. He ain't made a 50+ yarder the whole season. Not one. That's not like him.
Yeah. It's been cold in Philly.
They don't even be letting them kick though most of the time.
Yeah, a lot of times they don't even be kicking like that.
Yeah, I do see some go for it, a lot of go for it, and
yeah. Yeah.
I just don't get it. Like, I don't know. To me, it seems like, and don't get me wrong, I haven't even really been putting bets in like that.
Right, man. That's the one.
But looking at it, it's like it starts to make a little bit more sense now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting to the point where it's like, well, shit, am I watching the UFC or am I watching the WWE?
Oh, right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, are you really letting these boys go in and play to see who the best man is, or are you saying it's a fucking wild ending that it's going to take place that you have already drawn up?
You know they got the script.
And not even drawn up, because see, when you say shit like scripted, motherfuckers think that you're talking about play to play.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, not at all. But if you got refs that are looking towards one team winning, certain calls can change the momentum of the game. Teams don't have to be in on it. Well, both of them at least. And you could still be manipulating games to get the win. People call that scripted because you are, in a way, trying to control the narrative.
Right.
And I just feel like we're getting more and more of it now that these motherfuckers is just going hard on the bets. And you see more gambling apps
I swear.
pop up and they added esports to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which sounds like a good idea, right? Because you would think that one can't be as manipulated as the actual game. But how do we know who Doodoo Rail 605 is or Sniper? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do I know? I don't know these people. And it's not like Sunday where I can watch them play and say, oh, cuz it's good, let me start putting bets on him. I don't know where to watch these esports games.
Mm-hmm.
So you just try to take more money from people.
Lead the blind in the dark.
And then wait until the esports gambling pops off, and then you're gonna have Vegas calling these niggas main lines like, miss the next 2 threes. We need you to miss the next 2 threes. And then don't take any for the rest of the game.
Let's say no problem.
I'm telling you, that's where we're at right now. And I guess it kind of bums me out. Like, damn, this shit is crazy.
Yeah, that's frustrating too. I mean,
like, don't get me wrong, I've still been watching, but I haven't been watching at the rate that I normally do.
Right.
I'll put a movie on while games are playing on Sunday now. Or hop on the game, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not as important as it once was to me. And it's ironic because it's like, nigga, you do a show about it. You ain't even this interested.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Like, how are you getting uninterested and this is what you do?
Well,
but they're making it hard. They're making it hard on us. And now people are like trying to, like you got people online trying to call shit out. It's almost like the government, right? Like, oh, you motherfuckers been lying to us for years, and now people are pointing it out and people are starting to wake up. Now that social media is around, they like, oh yeah, you lost your house and your car and your wife from sports betting, but let me at least reassure you that you're not crazy. Look at this.
Yeah, they said that's what Luigi was trying to do. That's the name of the dude who killed that United Healthcare CEO. They said he was trying to point out systematic issues.
Right.
He said it. He just had to make a point by taking it there.
Free my nigga Luigi.
That's kind of gangster. 50 Cent said he's going to do a documentary on him.
Shit. That's a different. That's a whole nother conversation.
But I mean, stuff is eye-opening sometimes,
I mean, I'm surprised that first of all, I'm surprised at the age of the person that did it.
I don't know how old the boy is. I didn't see.
I know he's young. He graduated high school in 2016. I'm surprised at the age, and I'm surprised he was the first to do it.
Almost 30. That's about 27.
Right.
But yeah, man. But we talk about this offline. This generation, speaking of generations, you know, they're different. They don't like. I don't know. They see and they act like they're these younger folks are kind of, I don't want to say scary, but they kind of are like they're unpredictable. They're unpredictable. You know what I mean? At least I know with an older cat, he about to try to probably do this, do that. Okay. These young cats, he's like, damn, I don't know what you about to do. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, you're not wrong, but
it's like they're more reckless.
yeah. I mean, that's all it is. And you know what I'm saying? You just gotta know what you handling. You know, a snake handler handles a poisonous snake a lot different than it handles a regular one.
That's true.
So you just gotta know what you're dealing with and how to handle it. But
Cut
let's
the
get
head
into
off.
these fucking scripted ass pick'ems. That's why I'm not just playing. That's why I'm losing.
Because it's scripted now. Because you try to go against the grain. That's why you're losing. Be like, oh, y'all pick this. Oh, I gotta pick off. So, you know what I mean?
Sometimes
like,
that's true.
All right.
Sometimes that's true. Sometimes I should be right.
You know what I mean?
That should be right.
What Terrence Howard say? Even when I'm wrong, I'm right, and even when I'm right, I'm still right, or something like that. You know?
Yeah, Terrence Howard never did the pick'ems for the year. He be singing a different fucking tune, nigga. You're wrong. Because clearly I am. Week in and week fucking out. We got the Rams 49ers.
Where's the game at?
In San Fran.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying. Like, the Rams, I was saying this the other week, don't let the Rams record be deceiving. You know what I'm saying? When they're healthy, they got firepower.
Yeah. I'm Rams in at 13.
I'm gonna say Rams by 7 because 49ers are struggling. I mean, well, what's the name thing going on? DeWan Jennings, he's doing this one.
Shout out to my cousin.
Hey, it's just like my cousin.
I'm
It
gonna
might be.
go 49ers by 3.
I knew you was picking 49ers.
You know how them games get.
We got Chiefs Browns.
Chiefs by 3. They ain't been winning no game more than 2 or 3.
Wait, you said how much, Mount?
Chiefs fan.
Okay, and I know you said 3. I'm going Brownies.
Really?
Yeah. I'm going Brownies 6.
Jameis, we don't trust.
Right. Speaking of the other week, I mean,
Going Brownies 6.
Jerry Judy, what's going on?
We got Dolphins Texans. Game in Texas.
Texans by 7. Dolphins be struggling too, man. It took a while to kind of heat up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go Dolphins 10.
Dolphins 10. I'm going Texas as well. Mount kind of took my 7. I'm gonna go 7 with him.
Well,
Jets Jags.
Jets by
Jets
they're playing good ball.
Jags. I'm gonna go to Jets by 10. Yeah.
That was me too.
The Jets was looking all right last week. They just been up to it.
How many did you say, Mount?
Jets 14.
Oh shit, he went out. You said 14.
Uh-huh.
And I said Jets 10. Pats Cardinals.
Cardinals, Death Man. Cardinals by 14.
Cardinals 14. I'm going Pats.
I don't know. They look crappy against the Seahawks though. So but that's a rival. But that's a rival game though. So you know.
I'm going Pats 3.
Really?
We there. We going Pats 10, baby. We in the building. It's in the city.
Yeah.
You going to that game? You said.
Right.
for sure.
Well,
That's right. We got Steelers Eagles.
my game's in Philly.
Yep.
I like our chances. Our run game's not been too solid. Russell Wilson is taking a little bit to cook. I'm gonna say that Philly win. I'm gonna say we win by like 3. But I think we can pull it out. This is Philly. Damn,
Eagles
I'm gonna
3.
have to make a bet with my dad or something.
I think I'm going Steelers.
I want you to, because usually who you pick loses. So whoever you pick is a good tell sign for me.
Yeah, I'm going
Mm,
Steelers 6.
I'd be more concerned if you said the opposite. So that works for me.
I'm going Philly and Jalen Hurts gonna have a good day.
Yeah, I think so too.
And
I
wide
mean,
receiver?
Throwing that
why?
thing 300 plus day, baby.
He gonna have a good
I
day at
don't
quarterback.
know.
300
Shit,
plus.
Saquon gonna have a great day on the ground.
I think that's gonna be an interesting one.
He gotta stay healthy this game.
We got Falcons Raiders.
Oh yeah, Falcons is gonna win that bad boy by at least 10.
Falcons
Say
10.
Falcons 10. Yeah.
Falcons Raiders. Yeah, Falcons by 7.
Falcons 7. Raiders 3. Packers Seahawks.
Packers 14. I don't know. Hold on. Seahawks playing good too. I don't know. I'm gonna go.
I'm
Packers
going
7. I'm gonna go Packers 7.
Packers 7. I'm going Packers 10. Mark, what did you say?
Uh, we said Packers versus who?
Seahawks.
Oh yeah. Packers by 6.
Packers 6.
There's only 2 minutes left in this game.
All
Yeah.
right.
This other game.
Who we got
But
hitting?
Brandon Graham for sure for opening his mouth about stuff he don't know about. He needs to shut
he
up.
know he in that locker room. He know.
No, he talking because he hurt and he's bored. He ain't got nothing else to do, and it's the end of his career. He should have
know. He
retired.
been it. No, he done been there. He all captain. He know what it is.
Yeah, yeah, he a veteran role player now.
Yeah.
Captain.
Spilt the beans out.
Yeah, he can speak on stuff that ain't, you know
Look
what I'm saying?
like Terrell Owens and McNabb.
Well, that's what they were referencing. Like they had T.O. come out the woodwork again talking about it. Like, T.O. still butthurt about it. So like,
Like T.O. and McNabb.
yeah. Well, but that was just, yeah, no, it is kind of similar
Looks
though
like
because
he'll be out of here soon.
should take him if we keep Devontae. I'm not really. I hate to say it, I'm not really too
And then
mad
the
at.
passing game will look even more tremendous.
Yeah,
I don't know who my Headums is.
Mine's just going to Juan Soto for leaving my Yankees. That hurts.
yeah, yeah, that does. But I mean, at the end of the day, ain't nobody finna. I mean, the Mets paid him that money, but shit, nobody finna pay him that.
For $5 million, it was for like 4 or 5 million. But I think it was something to do with like off the field with like his family or something about.
Yeah, something about they came to a game. But here's the thing though,
Yeah.
they're so dumb. It's like, bro, you still in the same. It's like the Lakers and the Clippers. You're still in the same, like not the neighborhood, but basically.
No, but he probably got a suite. He probably he'll never have to worry about that again.
Yeah, they should have made it.
They gave him his own suite and everything for the Mets. He didn't get that for the Yankees.
Yeah, that's on the Yankees. They should have made sure he was taken care of.
Yeah, I know. We fumbled the bag.
They sure did.
Lost the ring and our damn near second best player, if not best player.
And they just got a nice picture though from the Braves or something. Now they just signed some left-handed pitcher.
My
But
my hit'ems is going to Johnny Manziel.
for what?
He back on his shenanigans.
What he do?
He was in the he posted that video of him in the tub with what's the name, his daughter? The baseball player.
I don't know.
I gotta look it up now. Shit.
Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa. I mean, I don't. Frank Thomas. I mean, I don't. You know what I'm saying?
No, it was. Damn
Ken
it.
Griffey. Yeah, a lot of people.
It
Looking for a
was.
boost on his last man.
Who was it? Damn it.
Who did that?
Jose Canseco.
Oh. Well, I mean, what's wrong with that? What you mean he was in the tub or whatever video? I guess what's the
You on this
issue with it?
bullshit.
About what, being in a video with someone's daughter?
I'll have to send you the video.
Yeah, I mean, but I still want to know, like, what is it? But even before you send it to me, what is it? What is it about the video that you don't like? I mean, I'm just
It's
curious.
just like, it's why would you post it type shit.
I mean,
Like, why you posting that?
Paul Pierce. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Niggas do shit every day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Manziel ruined his career doing shit like that, and you still ain't learned.
Well, because what is there to learn from that? Like you said, what is he gonna get back? He's not gonna ever get back.
So
You see what I'm saying?
So basically what you're saying is if your habits fucked up your opportunities, why change them now? You already lost them opportunities.
Delonte West, perfect example. Go ahead and keep doing what you're doing, bro. No one's ever bringing you back to the NBA. So if you want to keep living like this now and still being this way, go ahead. It ain't like you're getting back to that top of the mountain again, anyways. Now I could see if niggas still had chances out here, like, man.
Nah, regardless, I mean, you're supposed to correct
you're saying
yourself.
But see, once again, you're saying that from a logical maturation part. But someone or anyone, and who's on addiction, is not going to think logical, especially when they've lost everything and they're not regaining it back. So I get what you're saying, but he's thinking, what else do I have to lose? I've already lost everything. But I get what you're saying. Yeah, from a maturity standpoint, you should want to do better.
Shit,
but when you're on addiction, you're not.
I mean, I guess you lucky, right? Like, you lucky that my nigga was a baseball player and he didn't have CTE, because it could cost you your life.
You're right.
Like, you don't know what the decisions that you're making could cost.
Look at Aaron Hernandez.
And if you touch the fucking stove and your ass got burnt, 3rd degree, if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
From Heisman to barely making it in Canada.
Right.
You gonna put your hand back on the stove because it's like, oh, I already burnt my hand. Fuck it. Burn it again.
Hey. I ain't gonna say homie's name, but we know somebody on the game that's like that, Cliff. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Some people just make the same mistakes, keep getting burned, so to speak, and they want to go back for some more fire. They don't want to learn. Masochists. Some people like the drama, the pain, the chaos. You know what I mean? They want that. It does something to them. Now, Johnny kind of gives me that impression. If I'm being honest, that he likes the chaos, the attention, and it's a way for him to get attention.
Attention is good attention.
No, it's not. But he wants to.
That's his mindset. That's what they say.
Yeah,
all press is good press.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I get that impersonation or impression, I should say, from Johnny. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I can't get it in the way I want, so I'll just kind of like, okay, y'all's boy for the Texans, Shakir Algier. The one nigga hit Trevor Lawrence, got suspended. Y'all didn't see him go online and say, "Yep, I'm the villain." He's like, y'all calling me the bad guy? I think I'm, okay, I'm the villain. Like he wants that press. He wants that attention. It might be a negative attention, but
that's the social media era we in, man.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, like
You ain't
you
wrong.
know, some people like you, man. They don't care. They're like, hey, it's attention. So,
Nah, you ain't
but
wrong. I mean, it was clout back in the day. Now it's just give me the attention.
Give me, give me my phone. Turn and press,
yeah,
hit the button.
Philly got to hit them though too for almost. Well, I mean, I know we won, but man, y'all really should watch that game. And the fact that
Ain't no
Saquon,
shoulda. You get them how you get them. If y'all go to the Super Bowl, y'all not gonna know it. Think about that.
yeah, but like Clifton and everybody else be saying, if we get to that point, first of all, and you got to correct those things to even get to that point, CT. So before we even dream of a Super Bowl,
Yeah, it's
we've
one
got
and
to get
done
this
in the NFL. It's not a 7-game
exactly.
series.
This ain't basketball. We can't get to that next game or the game after. Well, nope. Had that been the playoff game, and he thought that, we was going to go to Cabo. You know what I
Get
mean?
how you get
Right, right.
them.
Real talk. Well, you know what I'm saying? No, I get what you're saying, but CCT, it's the same thing once again, Cliff and CT about the Chiefs. Congrats, Kansas
It's the
City.
NFL,
But
bro. That shit hard.
that's not going to work in the playoffs. That barely getting by, that Raiders center making it like
When you
all
went
them.
back to back, you getting everybody's best. It's hard.
And I don't know if they're getting everybody's best because once again, there's games we all
Showing.
said that they should have lost. No. How many times is it that teams beat themselves rather than Kansas City beating them, CT?
That's the
Let's be
NFL, bro.
honest.
That's football.
No. But we're talking specific. Cliff, you just came on here last week talking about this specifically. You said I'm so fucking
That's
sick
football.
and tired of the
That's
Chiefs
sports.
winning
That's
and
sports.
how they're winning. Yeah, but
Sports.
what I'm saying is CT.
That was this episode.
Yeah, but you might have said it last week.
Oh,
though,
I'm
too,
sure I did. I'm sure I
because
did.
y'all
They're
said
getting
we talked about the
assistance. They're
Raiders.
getting help.
We talked about the Raiders game. Remember that's when we were talking about the Black Friday game.
Yeah,
was
and
that
I sent you that. That was one of them plays that was like, what is that? Like the ref called false start and you changed the call to
Like
end the
it's 4
game.
quarters of football. Like don't just base it off one at the end. Like, come on now.
No, I'm saying there's several instances of where they're barely skating
You
by
got
or
chances.
by.
Huh?
There's so many games where they're barely getting by or barely skating by. All I'm saying is same thing with my team. That is not going to work in a 1-game playoff.
Yeah, y'all can't be one dimensional though and just running the ball. If y'all threw the ball, y'all be smacking, motherfucker. No, for real.
Yeah, no, but like I said, either
Because the
way,
opening lanes where Saquon will open right back up. Whoop.
yeah. Luck only lasts so long, and I ain't gonna lie. I think
Shit,
in
you
Kansas
can
City's
take
been
that
having
shit
a
a
lot of luck.
long way.
Yeah, you're
Right
really
to the
making his
end.
job harder at the end of the day.
He's loving it.
Saquon?
Yeah, because he
Give me
has
that.
to run
I'm trying
with
to be
the
the greatest ever. I'm trying to
understanding
set records. Give me that.
that they know all that we're gonna do is run.
No, it's some swing routes. It's a lot of screens. It's a lot of mixing. It's a mix.
Right, but like we talked about today, this isn't the first week we talked about it. Saquon getting more rushing yards than Jalen Hurts getting passing yards.
He's loving it though, I bet.
I mean, I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is, but
get the backwards hurdles, people. Like,
but that is making your job harder because they know what to expect.
it might be easy for him if we all know. Like O-line blocking too, he probably loving it. Whoop, whoop.
I guarantee you he loving
it again.
as compared to New York.
New York, I said.
I guarantee you that.
I've been waiting for this, man. I've been waiting for a year like this. Just give me the ball. I need it. I can show y'all what I really can do.
Yeah, we need more from you though, Jalen.
Receivers, just take this week off. Y'all chill this week. Y'all got it next week. I'll do this. That's what he probably telling them.
Then, like I said, next week is gonna be like, yeah, we cool, Jalen, but that nigga Saquon.
I got Pro Bowler to the left tackle, Pro Bowler center, Pro Bowler.
If you give him more than 20 fucking rushes a game, I'm going back to Tennessee.
But that's
next week we come with a whole different game.
It's not like, but you gotta think, Cliff. Like Jalen's not at the point where he's just calling audibles and call, you know what I'm saying. He's very much telling more. So Kellen Moore says, "I'm running that ball 100 times."
He just needs to stand there and throw it instead of run out of the right, throw it, or just throw it off the right, left. Like, you just need to just stand there and
need more of a pocket
presence. He's not a standstill. Exactly. He's not a standstill kind of guy.
When he throw it, he run into the left too.
He literally ran into 2 sacks last game because he was nervous.
I know he's little. He probably
Like if
need
he'd
a
have just
speed, but
stood
you
there
don't
for a
always let
little
him
bit,
run
he
out.
was actually safer where he was than him trying to roll the direction he rode into. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Just him being a dumbass.
Because we seen better from him last year.
They don't want to be
And I
great.
know you're not using Saquon as a crutch. Like, I don't have to because he's here. Because
They
that's
got
the wrong
everybody trying
attitude.
to push now, though.
Everybody. Shit, we did it
I seen
against...
Josh Allen do it so many times.
Shit, Aiden O'Connell got his first rushing touchdown against the motherfucking
I
Buccaneers
see
off a
everybody
tush
doing
push.
shit. Oh
You know, we set trends. We don't follow them. You know what I mean? Really
I know,
shit.
playing with butts.
Playing with butts.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on what kind of butt you're playing with.
Them
Yeah.
is the trends you setting.
Hey.
But
Hey.
do anybody
you
got
go-
anything to take us out? What was you saying?
Cavs is overrated. Y'all overrated, but y'all niggas got hella cracks lately. Donovan Mitchell barely gets 8 points. He had 8
Stop,
points.
he's still on top, and there ain't no
Hey,
other
shout out
team
Drew
in the
Smith.
league
I
with
told him
more than
Drew
20
Smith.
wins or more than
Drew
19
Smith
wins.
balling.
It's a long season though, Cliff.
We
It's
the
only
only
Cliff
team
Will.
right now with 20 or more wins in the entire
But
league.
see, you right. And y'all ain't in the NBA Emirates Cup. Y'all in the finalists for the NBA Emirates Cup. Shit. Right. So that record ain't that impressive. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all ain't winning when it counts.
Yeah, no, we still got some work to do. But
Now I told you Mobley impresses me. See, it's just like guys just be so inconsistent.
Mobley's
like
out
Allen,
again.
is he?
Yeah, they said he may be back this Friday. They play Friday, but
Darius Garland will drop 25, and then he'll get like 10. And then Mitch, it's just like, you know, like you guys are hot, you're hot. And then when you're cold, it's like, man, like what happened? You know what I mean?
but the only good thing about it is the code is only reaching certain players on the team. It's not the entire team, so we're good.
No, Sam Merrill.
Doesn't matter if one or two players are cold if we still getting the dub.
True.
If you got players like Mobley and Mitchell that can pick up the slack for the players that are cold and you still winning, you don't really have too much of a problem.
Donovan got
Mobley went for 40 the other night. That was
He did. That's what I told Cliff.
Now, if we start seeing shit like this towards the end of the season, that's cause for concern. But right now, that's why it's an 82 game season for you to get comfortable.
Yeah.
And right now, in the process of getting comfortable, you're leading the league. So continue doing what you're doing. Overrated or not. Chump.
Hey, Kenyatta are doing something. They're doing something.
Y'all's Lakers is fighting to stay relevant.
Yeah, that's JJ's fault. JJ letting niggas have 4 or 5 days off and shit, bro. Damn, like, I mean, I like JJ as a person, but I'm just not a fan of him as a coach. It was a poor pick. It was a very rushed, ill will pick, man. I mean,
y'all finna be fucking 500. Y'all 13-11 right now.
Might not even be 500. And I'm telling you what's gonna happen. Once JJ has a bad season, I'm telling you, they're gonna smile on his face and tell him thank you for his service and let this thing go.
I don't know. I think LeBron will give him a little cushion.
It ain't up to LeBron.
It ain't. But
it ain't up to
is.
LeBron. It ain't up to LeBron because you know what I'm saying. At the end of the day, what's LeBron's timetable? Remember, this man turns 40 in 2 weeks.
It ain't up to him, but it is at the same time. I don't even think he would be there without LeBron. So he wouldn't
be there. Yeah, he wouldn't be there without LeBron. But at the end of the day, if they say LeBron is your job or his, you think he's saving his. Not that they would fire LeBron. I'm just saying, like, if they're like, well, somebody's got to go. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be like, well, okay, I get it then. Yeah, all right. You know what I mean? Like, Rob Pelinka don't play around. Cliff, our GM.
I agree, but I don't know if it'll be a year.
If they keep going at this rate or worse, he doesn't last long. If you can't, you know, yeah, certain organizations. We know that certain organizations you just can't you can't the fan base, like they won't accept this. They won't allow this for too long before it's bad. You know what I
Right.
mean? So they might give him more time. They might give him more time,
Yeah,
but
I
no,
don't
other
think
than
they'll
that,
do them one or done. I think they'll give them at least two, or at
they
least
talking
one and
about.
a half.
But I told you, even just like with Pierce, they talking about trying to bring Vrabel in. Like you just don't know. Like it's just it's business. You know what I mean? So it's just like at the end of the day, there's no loyalty. No loyalty. But yeah, other than that, no, I didn't really have. I mean, Shador came out with something saying he got snubbed. But it's like, did he really think he was going to be in the running for the Heisman? No offense. Compared to the people who made the finals,
Right.
like, did he really?
No, he's having a standout year, but you're absolutely correct compared to
your counterparts and stuff, like certain people, like bro,
yeah.
you Genty
Because I guess
and
the only one that you would really say
was it
he would
Dylan
be fighting with would be
Genty
Cam
and
Ward.
somebody? Yeah, can't right. Now they were on FaceTime. That was pretty funny. Cam Ward was like, "You're lucky y'all got to see them Canes in the bowl game." He's like, "No, y'all don't want to." Shador's like, "No, y'all don't want to see them buffs, man. Y'all don't want to see them buffs." I think Miami would beat them though, if I'm being honest.
I think so too, but I don't know. It depends on what Miami shows up.
Because Miami as a whole has been trash for real. Speaking of Miami, did y'all hear they about to potentially get rid of Jimmy Butler? He's on the trade block.
Yeah,
Jimmy
I
Butler?
did see that. They didn't say they was going trading. They said that they're accepting calls in reference to the trade.
Well, I mean, his agent's the one that said that. You know what I mean?
But they said that last year too.
Yeah, they listed destination spots.
And then what do you have left? You haven't really been playing to par to really for teams to be like, yeah, give us Jimmy.
No, I mean, it's not even that. Because, like, I will admit, like, when Jimmy has played, when he has been healthy, like, he's put up, like, 15 or more. Like, he's actually been playing decent. He's played lately, but it's just his availability. Like, we all know. Are you available? When are you available? You know? So, he'll still get his 4 rebounds, 10 or 15 points, 20 if he's lucky. You know? But, other than that, no, I don't really think I got nothing else too crazy. I mean, it has been some shit, like I said, a little quick here and there. But no, I don't think I got anything else too crazy.
Well, shit. We had 2 hours, so we can wrap him up. So y'all know the drill. Like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend, tell an enemy, tell them to troll. We'll catch y'all next Wednesday. We out.
Oh wait, oh no! Oh no! You getting on again?